With Thanksgiving just around the corner, I bet a lot of us are thinking about family. We all have families of different sizes, and it's important that we're thankful to them. So one way I thought that we could show our thanks to our family is by representing them in a family tree. But not just that. I thought I'd show you all how we can identify parts of our family using such a family tree. Now, when you first decide to draw the family tree, you want to know what kind of tree you're going to use. Rip Kroom literally lists different types of family trees in his article, Types of Family Tree Charts, published by Family Tree Magazine 2009, because it gets confusing when there are so many different types of charts and graphs that you could use. So I'm going to show you an all-in-one tree which encompasses everyone in your family, not just your nuclear family. As the article Rethinking Families and Community, published by the Sociological Forum in 2011, Naomi Gerstle discusses how there's too much emphasis on the nuclear family. And if you didn't know, the nuclear family is you, any of your siblings, and your parents. It doesn't include your cousins or aunts and uncles. But in this family tree, I'm going to show all of everyone in your extended family. So when you start off, you want to start with you. This is me. And then my parents. And my mother, she has a sister.
Brian.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Darn it, I knew when it left my hand it was in
My mother's sister is my aunt, and she has a husband, which would be my uncle. And they have a child. And this is my first cousin, because we should all share the same grandparents. So this would make us first parallel cousins. Parallel because, as to quote from the article, Do You Have Any Second Parallel Cousins, Twice Removed, published in USA Today magazine 2009, all cousins either are parallel or cross cousins. So parallel cousins means that my mother and my cousin's mother are sisters. They are the same sex. The same works for my father. My father's brother's children are my first parallel cousins as well. If it was my mother's brother, we would be cross cousins. Now to dive into second cousins share the same great-grandparents. So any of my children would be second cousins to my cousin's children. And in relation to me, we're going to be first cousins once removed. When you talk about removed, once removed, twice removed, it just means how many generations you are apart from your cousin. So this means that my children and my cousin's children, they're second parallel cousins because it shares the same sex relationship here. And me and my cousin's children are first parallel cousins once removed. It also would be, I could also call my aunts and uncles first cousin once removed. So when you're drawing your diagram and you actually fill it out, when you fill out all the names and when you start to fill out your diagram with your names and even more relatives, you'll be able to identify how exactly you're going to label your cousins, whether they're first cousins, second cousins, third cousins 3 times removed, it doesn't matter. So when you get home in a couple of weeks for Thanksgiving, you'll have something interesting and cool maybe to show your family, maybe your little cousins, or some relatives that you don't really know, and you can find them by making a family tree. So the most important thing, though, to remember and to take away from this is that you shouldn't call your uncle your first parallel cousin once removed, because that would be weird.